For today's project, we're going to do a piece of pop art, but different from the one you were working on in class. We are going to take a drawing of a simple pop culture icon, the Easter Bunny, and we are going to do this Easter Bunny in the style of a pop artist known as Romero Britto. If you haven't watched the video on Romero Britto yet, stop this and go watch that video. Once you watch that video, you'll get an idea for his style and his artwork and what we're going to do. So, I assume you have watched the video on Romero Britto. You've seen his artwork. You know it is fun, it is colorful, it is joyful, and it's kind of like an Easter egg with lots of different patterns. So we are going to take a pop culture icon, the bunny, the Easter Bunny, and we are going to put a Romero Britto spin on it. So we are going to draw that bunny and we are going to fill it with fun pattern and bright color and turn it into a pop art Romero Britto style Easter Bunny. So let me show you first how to draw the bunny. Alright, so to draw this cute little bunny, first we're going to start with 2 circles and an oval for his eyes and his nose. So about in the center of your paper, you're going to draw 2 small circles that are going to be the bunny's eyes. I would do about a finger space apart on the eyes, so you leave a little space for the nose there. And then in that little space we left, you're going to do an oval for his cute little bunny nose. So for the mouth of the bunny, we're going to do a vertical line straight down and then do a curve to the left and a curve to the right. So a curved line to the right and a curved line to the left. And you've got your cute little bunny mouth. And then, of course, we have to add his cute little bunny buck teeth. So now for his head, we're going to do an oval shape. I always like to sort of move my pencil around in the shape that I want to make before I actually start drawing the line. Make sure I've got the right size and the right shape. Then I sort of lightly press my pencil down so that I can get the circle or oval shape that I want. And so we're going to do an oval for our bunny's head. So now we're going to do our bunny's body, and it's basically like a U shape or a horseshoe shape. So it's going to be a little more narrow near his head and get wider sort of at the bottom, kind of like a horseshoe. And of course, if at any time during this video you get stuck or you need to see something again, just pause it, rewind it, and draw what you need to draw or fix what you need to fix. So there, now we have our bunny's little U shape. Now we've got to do his top paws and his bottom feet, and again, we're just going to use that curved U shape. We're going to repeat that curved U shape for his paws and his legs. Alright, so now we've got to do in his legs, and they're going to be very similar to what we just did, that U shape, but it's going to be a little bit bigger because rabbits' feet are bigger than their front paws. So I use a shape kind of like a teardrop. You'll notice how it's rounded at the bottom like a U, but it comes up sort of to a point like a teardrop. And that's the shape that I use for the bunny's little front legs. Again, we're keeping this pretty simple. It's not a complicated drawing because we want the drawing simple because our color and our patterns are going to be what really makes this exciting. So now I'm going to erase those little lines in there. Alright, so now his legs are all cleaned up, and it's time to give him his little cottontail. You can do a fluffy tail or just a round tail. Whatever you want your tail to look like is perfectly fine. Okay, so now we're going to do our bunny rabbit's ears. So I'm going to do two curved lines, a curved line off to the left and a curved line off to the right. You'll notice the curved line off to the right is longer than the curved line on the left. That's because one ear is going to flop down and the other is going to be up all the way. So you're going to do, again, that upside down U shape, that soft curve at the top, and then you're going to bring it back down to his head. But a rabbit's ears are more narrow where it touches the head and gets wider at the top. So you want that curve to come down a bit more narrow where that ear connects to his head. So now you have to draw that inside the inner ear of the rabbit shape, which is great because it's a spot that we can fill with pattern later. So once you get the inside of his ear done, then we're going to work on finishing his flopped over ear. Now for his flopped over ear, we're going to do that U shape just like we did for his paws. So we're going to start right where it folds, sketch in that soft curve, that U or horseshoe shape that we did for the body, that we did for the paws, that we did for the legs. We keep repeating the same sort of shape throughout this drawing. And don't forget, you have to do the inside part of his ear too. And we can't forget his whiskers, so give him 3 little whiskers on each side of his cheek. So one of the characteristics of Romero Britto's art is his use of a thick black line to outline the objects in his artwork. So we are going to do that with our drawing. If you have a Sharpie at home, you can use a Sharpie. I love Sharpies, you know that. If you don't have a Sharpie at home, you have a Crayola, then you can use a Crayola. That's fine. Either way, as long as we get a nice, thick, dark line around our rabbit. The best way to do this is to draw 2 lines side by side and fill any of the space in. And that will get you a nice, thick, Romero Britto style outline throughout your artwork. So you're going to do this on all of your pencil lines. Alright, so once you've got your black lines all done, use your eraser and clean up your drawing, and then we're ready to talk about pattern. So if we take a look at Romero Britto's artwork, we can see what kind of patterns he uses. Polka dots, stripes, dotted lines, squiggles, dashes. Think about these different patterns you see in his work and how you could use them in yours. So now you're going to fill the different parts of your bunny with pattern. Squiggles, dots, lines, stars, polka dots, stripes, whatever you can think of. Remember, variety is a good thing. And now it's time for my favorite thing, color. Think bright, fun color. Remember, Romero Britto's artwork is joyful and fun to look at. And this is supposed to be an Easter bunny after all. I hope you guys have fun doing your Romero Britto styled Easter bunny, and I hope everyone has a great Easter holiday and you have a really fun spring break, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.